Hey everybody, it's Chris from The Happy Coin.
And Christian from Treasure Town.
Today we're going to focus on a recent purchase inventory highlight of some foreign coins. We see quite a bit of foreign material in the store and we like it a lot, and we have quite a bit of experience in dealing with it.
So basically we took in a collection and there are some unsearched world coins that I'm going to take you guys through, and then there's also a few that are more valuable. The seller knew about it, set them to the side, so that's not what I'll be focusing on.
So after Christian sorts the coins, we'll regroup and talk about what he found. And it looks like it's going to take a little bit of time to sort through, so we'll break the video up into two parts. And for now, I'll turn you over to Christian, and we'll see you on the next video.
Okay, so here the coins are basically laid out in front of me. What I'm going to be doing is just going through them, and it would take such a long time for me to go through all of them that I think I'll probably speed through some parts if there's not as interesting things. But I can tell that this is actually a really good concentration of coins, and we're just going to start and hopefully find some silver. I'm pretty sure that this one that we'll start out with is silver, and it's from Netherlands. It's going to be a 1/4 golden coin from 1950, but sometimes I'll just be removing stuff. There's a lot of cool countries, though, in this lot. Here's a 1956 Turkish 25 kurus coin, and then over here looks like we have a larger coin from Hong Kong, 1960 $1, but there's just such a variety. As you can see, this one I believe I've seen before, and it's maybe South Sudanese or something, but just a wide variety of different places that these are going to originate from. This one's Canadian, 1964. That'll be 80% silver, so it does seem like we're going to be getting a solid mix of things, and that one is totally worn thin. I don't really know. It actually looks like it's going to be Egyptian. It's not silver, but 1917 is the year on that. So obviously there's going to be a lot of variety, and at this point I may just speed through and see if there's any cool countries or coins that I'll put on. And at this point I'm about halfway through the hunt, and I want to highlight a bunch of really cool finds that I've been getting. So I'll just start up here. We got some really cool countries like British West Africa, 1938, 2 shilling is pretty neat. We had this Liberian coin from Africa, 1937, 1 cent. Right here was a Netherlands Indies 1 cent coin from 1929. We had some Filipino American coins, so the U.S. was making these for the Philippines in 1944. 1927, we have a Palestinian one. That's way back, 2 mils. And then this one is from Cyprus, so a similar area, a half piastre, 1934. Right here we have some coinage from the Vatican, 5 lire, made out of aluminum with the Pope on the front. Moving on, we have some French Indochina. This one's really worn, but from 1926. Got an early 1912 Italian coin, 20, I think it should be centesimi. Moroccan 20 franc coin. This one's kind of old, 1371 on the Islamic calendar. Right here is a Cuban one, 1 cent, I believe, and it's kind of old, 1953, I believe. A 12th of an anna, really cool denomination, 1936 Indian coin. Here's a 1835 1 cent coin from Belgium, really old. And then we just got a cool Indochina 1 cent coin. Now onto the silver. One thing a lot of people sometimes have is they have a lot of silver, other times not, and in this case there's definitely a lot of silver. So some of the Filipino stuff we've been getting is silver. We've gotten a ton of Indian 50% silver coinage, so half rupees and quarter rupees, so just so many of these kind of pouring in, all 50% silver. This one is a Panamanian, 90% silver. I believe it's a quarter, and then I think it says 50% right there. Mexican coin, 1 peso. Moving on, we've got a 80% Canadian 1964 quarter. And then we have an old Guatemalan silver coin, 1924. Australian, 1951. A 60% Japanese 100 yen. Another Netherlands Indies coin, except that one's silver, 1941. More Filipino stuff, 80% silver. A 4th golden from the Netherlands Antilles, a Great British, I think 50% silver, 1939, 6 pence. And then lastly, a Pakistani coin, 1948. I actually haven't checked if this is silver. It's a quarter rupee. So much cool stuff, and I'll look forward to seeing what's left. Alright, and I just finished up the hunt, so I'll show you what happened in the second half. There were a lot of really cool coins. Just some random ones though. A 56 Honduras coin, got a 1901 Indian head penny, some thick coin that I really can't identify, 1905 Haitian 5 centimes. This one's from Iceland. Then we got 4 2-cent coins from the USA, 65, 67, and 69. 1800s, of course. Then we had a New Zealand coin, a hexagonal coin from India, I think 3 paise, an 1848 Ein Kreuzer coin, probably from an Austrian state. Another one of those thick coins that I really can't identify. And then a 1920 Straight Settlements one, a 1905 Hungarian coin, and a Malaya and British Borneo 5-cent coin, 1961. Then we got a ton more silver, so I'll walk you through it quickly. We got 2 3-pence coins from 1941 from Australia, bunch more quarter rupees from India, some solid silver Canadian quarters, and then one more half rupee, or 2 more, excuse me. We had some Filipino 20 and 10 centavo coins, a 1 florin Australian coin, then a lot from the Netherlands Indies, including some weirdly toned quarter goldens, varying ages on them, and then some Netherlands Antilles quarter golden, 1970 still silver, so that's pretty cool. It's some late ones, 2 10th goldens, and then we had a 1924 10 centavos from Guatemala. We had a 60% silver Lebanese 50 piastres coin, 2 more 60% silver Japanese 100 yens, a 30% silver 25 centavo coin from Mexico, and then 2 that were not silver. These are Canadian coins, 1968s. I used the magnet test and they both stuck to the magnet, so they were not. But basically, if you look at it, we have a ton of silver, including over here as well. We got some really cool coins, so we're just going to do a big wrap up and then take a look at some of the better coins in that lot. But shows oftentimes there's a lot more silver than you might think in your collection. Again, sometimes there's none at all, but right here, these are a solid amount of ounces of silver, even though the percentages aren't too high in terms of their content. Definitely worth doing. And then there was a lot of cool stuff that we were able to find in this collection in terms of the old copper.
Thank you again, everybody, for watching, and we encourage you to like, subscribe, comment, and share. And I look forward to seeing you on the next recent purchase inventory highlight.